success. Test, test. Hello, once again, and welcome to Daleville Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We are coming to you from Daleville High School, where the Liberty Christian Lady Lions out of the Pioneer Athletic Conference come calling in a non-conference contest this evening.
Please assemble out the northwest gym entrance.
As you can hear, the arena announcer, Dave Parkinson, speaking over me a little bit here. Tonight is a senior night for the Lady Bronco basketball team. And as we look at the matchups this evening, first for Liberty Christian, they're coached by Brandon Hanshew. They entered tonight's game with a record of 9-9 overall. They're 0-3 in the Pioneer Conference, which is good for fourth place in the Northern Division. As the record suggests, the Lions have had an up-and-down season. Their most recent contest was at Cambridge City, where they won 46-43. Liberty Christian scores 37 points per game while they allow 51, which points to the fact that most of their wins have been close games, whereas they do have several blowout losses. Looking at our own Daleville Broncos, coached by Austin Early, they entered tonight's game with a record of 4-14. They're 0-7 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, which puts them at 10th place. The Lady Broncos are looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. Their most recent loss coming last Thursday in a conference game at Eastern Hancock by the score of 57-21. Their last win was back on December the 29th, which was a 51-14 victory over the Elwood Lady Panthers. Liberty Christian and Daleville both hold 3-2 records versus common opponents. Daleville won last year's meeting over Liberty Christian by the score of 46-29, and the Lady Broncos hold a 14-10 edge in the series over the last 20 years. We will take a break and be back with your starting lineups. This is Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Here are your starting lineups for this evening's contest. First for the visiting Lions of Liberty Christian. Starting at a forward is 5'9" Riley Graham. She wears number 1. She averages 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and she is a senior. At one guard is 5'7" Jenna Rigdon. She wears number 4. She averages 2 points and 2 rebounds per contest. At another guard is Maddie Reese. She wears number 15. She averages 18 points a game and pulls down 8 rebounds to go along with 1 assist. She is a senior, and as I mentioned, she wears number 15. At a third guard is Sydney Graham. She wears number 21. She's a 5'7" sophomore. And at a fourth guard is Sydney Layton. She's a 5' senior. She wears number 1. She averages 2 points and 1 rebound per contest. And looking at the Lady Broncos this evening, starting at one guard will be number 2, Emmy Isom. She is a senior, averages 7 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2 assists per ball game. At another guard is Olivia Covert, also a senior. She wears number 5, averaging 1.5 points and 2 rebounds per game. At a third guard is a freshman, Trishelle Johnson. She wears number 23. She averages 7 points and 7 rebounds per contest. At one forward is senior Audrey Voss. She wears number 30. She averages 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. And at the other forward is senior Gwen Schmiedel. She wears number 33. She averages 2 points and pulls down 5 rebounds a game. And the clock's running down to the 0 number, nearly so. And I believe we're going to have some senior day festivities. That is my understanding. So we will be looking for that upcoming shortly.
For our pregame festivities here tonight, we're going to recognize the seniors from both teams. First of all, for the Liberty Christian Lions, here are their seniors. Maddie Reese. Maddie is the daughter of Misty and Shane Reese. Her plans after high school are to continue her academic and athletic career and get her doctorate in physical therapy or in medics. So let's have a hand for Maddie Reese, please. Next we have Maddie Mercer. Maddie is the daughter of Anna and Jason Dillman. Her plans after high school to attend college at Manchester University and major in psychology. Maddie Mercer. Next we have Sydney Layton. Sydney is the daughter of Amy and Daryl. Plans after high school, she is yet undecided on what college she'll be attending, but she plans to major in apparel merchandising and minor in marketing. Sydney Layton. Next we have Riley Graham. Riley is the daughter of Julie and Neil Graham. Plans after high school, she plans to major in elementary education at Ball State University. Riley Graham. Next we have Becca Medina. Becca is the daughter of Karina and Jerome Medina. Her plans after high school, go to college and study OB-GYN. Becca Medina. Let's have a hand for these Liberty Christian seniors. Next, I'm going to have introduce Coach Austin Early, who will introduce the Dale Bell Varsity senior managers.
Hi, meu nome é Sérgio Andreassa, sou pai da Júlia Andreassa. Não falo inglês, infelizmente. Vamos falar um pouquinho da Júlia. A Júlia é uma pessoa muito especial, tem um coração enorme, gosta muito de ajudar. Com certeza ela tem pai de basquete, está ajudando muito, porque ela adora esporte, a vida inteira dela é esporte, gosta muito disso. E eu não tenho coração enorme. A Júlia tem coração enorme mesmo. Filha, estamos com muita saudade de você. Estamos esperando você de braços abertos aqui. Logo, logo você vai estar aqui com a gente, com a família do Brasil. Um beijo para todo mundo que está aí. Um grande abraço. Hi, meu nome é César Andreassi, sou o pai da Júlia Andreassi.
Julia Andressa being escorted by Karen Finley. Julia played volleyball for 7 years in Brazil and played 1 year of varsity volleyball in the United States. She was awarded All-Area First Team, Indiana High School Volleyball, won a second team All-State and All-County Honorable Mention in 2021. She is one of our girls basketball senior manager, Julia Andressa. Next, and she's being escorted by Karen Finley, as is Anna Mendiere. Anna is one of the girls basketball managers this season and was part of the volleyball team this year. Anna hopes to go to college in the United States to study dentistry. And I neglected to mention that Julia Andressa is undecided on her college choice, but plans to study biology. Julia Andressa and Anna Maneri, two of our senior managers. Let's give them a hand. Now, our senior.
Please introduce senior manager, Hope Carmen.
Hope Carmen. Hope is the daughter of Mark Carmen and Robin Watson. Hope has been the girls' basketball manager all 4 years of her high school career. She is the senior class president, a member of the J.R. Hallmark National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Yellville Historians, and No Place for Hate. Hope plans to attend Ball State to study psychology and to get her master's degree in counseling, and hopes to become a school counselor. Hope Carmen. Let's hear it for our three senior Yellville basketball varsity managers. Now for our varsity senior players. First of all, we have Olivia Covert. Olivia is the daughter of Nathan and Krista Covert. Olivia has participated in varsity cross country for 4 years, where she was all-county, 2-time all-conference, 2-time regional qualifier, and received the Johnny Wilson Award from the Anderson Herald Bulletin. She has also participated in the varsity basketball team for 3 years and was a part of the 2020 sectional championship team. Olivia has also run for the track and field team for 2 years. Olivia's plans after high school are to attend the University of Evansville to study physical therapy. Olivia Covert. Next, we have Emmy Isom. Emmy is the daughter of Susan Isom. Emmy has participated in varsity volleyball for 4 years, where she earned the JV MVP in 2018, Mental Attitude Award in 2019, Most Improved in 2020, MVP 2021, All Conference and All County 2021, First Team All-State 2021, and the Anderson Herald Bulletin Elite 11 in 2021. Emmy also participated in track and field 1 year. She has also participated in varsity basketball for the past 4 years. She was named Most Improved in 2019 and was a member of 2020 sectional championship team. Emmy is a member of the J.R. Hallberg National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and Math National Honor Society. She is a member of the Athletic Council, serving as Vice President. She is the class of 2022 treasurer and a member of the DHS news team. She is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and No Place for Hate Club. Also, Emmy was selected for Delaware County Youth Salute for 2021-22. Emmy's college choice is yet undecided, but she plans to study dental hygiene. Emmy, I salute. Next, we have Gwen Schmiegel. Gwen is the daughter of Rick and Debbie Schmiegel. Gwen has been a part of the Varsity basketball team for 4 years. She was named JV MVP in 2020. She was also a member of the 2020 sectional championship team and is a 4-time academic all-conference recipient. She participated in track and field for 1 year, 2 years of cross country, where she earned the most improved runner in 2018. She is a member of the student council, the English academic team, and the fine arts academic team. Gwen is also a member of the J.R. Hallberg National Honor Society, president, the Math National Honor Society, vice president, and in the Science National Honor Society. Also, she is the Daleville High School News editor. Gwen plans to attend Indiana State University to study criminology and forensic science. Gwen Schmiegel. Next, we have Audrey Moss. Audrey is the daughter of Levi and Carmen Moss. Audrey has participated in varsity volleyball for 4 years, earned all-conference in 2021, all-county in 2021, and all-district in 2021. 3 years academic all-Mid-Eastern Conference, was also a member of the 2021 sectional volleyball championship team. Audrey has also participated in varsity basketball for 4 years. She earned all-county in 2021, all-conference 2021, member of the Anderson Herald Bulletin Elite 11, 2020 and 2021, and was also part of the 2020 sectional basketball championship team. She's also a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Athletic Council, J.R. Hallberg National Honor Society, Math National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, and No Place for Hate. Audrey is a 4-year band member and is the class of 2022 secretary. Audrey's college choice is yet undecided, but she plans to study science and to become a genetic counselor. Audrey Bolt. Let's have a hand, everyone, for these outstanding Daleville senior varsity basketball athletes. Each team will still have 5 minutes to warm up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Indiana High School Athletic Association and Daleville High School, fans are reminded that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school athletics. Student athletes competing on both teams tonight recognize that judgment decisions made by coaches, decisions the players themselves make on the floor, and calls made by officials are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support your teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments. We hope you'll enjoy the game and support students in a positive and sports-like manner. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, if you will please rise, remove your hats, and please face the flag on the west wall for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night how our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's meet the lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the visiting Liberty Christian Lady Lions, personnel starters, number 20, sophomore Stephanie Jacquez, number 21, Sydney Graham, number 24, senior Becca Medina, and number 55, junior Natalie King. The non-starters for the Liberty Christian Liberty Lions. And now for the starting lineup. Starting at 1 forward, number 1, senior Riley Graham. Starting at another forward, number 15, senior Maddie Reese. Starting at 1 guard, number 4, junior Jenna Wigman. Starting at another guard, number 23, junior Shamil Levering. And starting at the other guard, number 10, senior Sydney Layton. The starters for the Liberty Christian Lady Lions. The Lions are coached by Brandon Henshaw, and he is assisted by Savannah Brewer. Now, here they are, your Daleville Broncos. First, the starters. Number 4, freshman Alexis Pertwee. Number 10, freshman Abby Coker. Number 12, junior Kate Stephen. Number 13, freshman Emily Simmons. Number 14, freshman Phelan Pattingale. Number 22, junior Maddie Edgerson. Number 24, sophomore Allie Pattingale. Number 32, sophomore Kenna Huddleston. And number 40, sophomore Kayla Porter. The non-starters for the Daleville Broncos. Now for the starting lineup. Starting at one guard, number 23, freshman Rochelle Johnson.
And now, starting at guard, the better basketball player in the room.
Number 2,
Number 7. Our senior.
Olivia.
Starting at one forward, my favorite Bronco, number 33, senior, Glenn Shooter. Go Broncos! Starting.
She's a member of the 2020 sectional championship team. She's number 2 all time in both scoring and rebounding, and number 1 blocks.
And proud of us too. Introducing your forward Lady Bronco, number 30.
There are your VFL starters. Coach of the Broncos, Mr. Austin Early. He is assisted by Joe Wrench and Madison Roberts. Our IHSA officials for this evening's game, Mr. Tommy Carey, Mr. Jeffrey Jackson, and Mr. Joe Salk.
And we're just about ready to get things started here. And the starting lineups, actually, Trishelle Johnson stepping in to jump it up against Maddie Reese of Liberty Christian. Taps up and loose on the court, finally controlled by the Broncos, Aubrey Voss. Voss with it high right side. Being guarded by Clavine, goes right side to Isom. Inside goes to Schmiedel. Schmiedel kicks out left baseline to Covert. Her three-pointer off the iron, no. Rebound fought for, loose, out of bounds, they say. Last touch by the Lady Broncos. Liberty basketball, they'll go length of the court. Broncos set up in a diamond press. They get the ball inbounds to Clavine. Clavine tries to get in the middle of Reese, but it's overthrown. Stolen by the Broncos. Into the front court is Voss. She gives it to Isom, right baseline. Inside it goes to Johnson. She loses it out of bounds. Ball back over to the Lady Lions. Riley Graham will trigger the ball inbounds for Liberty. Gets it into Clavine. Back near side to Graham. Tries to go in the middle, but it's knocked away, deflected again, but Graham comes up with it. She's still got about 80 feet from the basket. She gets it off to Clavine. Got to be close to a 10-second call. And there you have it. The Broncos turn them over. The second turnover forced by Daleville. Unfortunately, Broncos haven't been able to take advantage of those turnovers just yet. Emmy Isom will trigger the ball inbounds in front of the scorer's table. She gets it into Trishelle Johnson. Johnson goes high post to Voss. Now goes right wing to Isom. It sails it over her head out of bounds. So it's been a turnover fest thus far. 2 turnovers for each team. And we're not even a minute into the ball game yet. Graham triggers the ball inbounds now to Reese. Reese in the backcourt to Clavine. She splits the defenders into the front court with it, takes it all the way to the glass, dumps it off down inside to Graham. She puts her shot up, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Johnson of Daleville. Johnson will take up the length of the court, put up a run in the lane. It's no good. And we're going to get a charging foul against Trishelle.
Number 23, Trishelle Johnson. Her first, team's first.
Graham triggers it into Clavine once again. Clavine tries to go into the middle of Reese, and they're going to get Aubrey Voss with a foul as he's trying to deflect that pass into the middle.
Foul number 30.
Team second foul. Liberty triggers the ball inbounds to Reese. Reese high left side, penetrates into the lane, now backs it out. Gives it off to Clavine, who dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. It'll be Bronco basketball once again on the near side. Johnson in the front court. Comes near side to Covert. They go into the paint to Voss. Her left-handed hook's no good. Rebounds cleared off by Clavrain of Liberty. Clavrain into the front court. Penetrates into the lane. Puts up a runner. Off the front iron, no. Rebound by Trishelle Johnson. Johnson into the front court now for Daleville. Loses it momentarily. Loose and fought for. And still being fought for. They get a whistle and a traveling call against Liberty. So the Lady Broncos will retain possession. Ison triggered in under her own basket. Lobs it into Schmiedel. Schmiedel kicks it near side with it to Johnson. Her 15-foot baseline jump shot's too strong. Rebounds cleared off by Voss. Gives it off to Ison. Long three-pointer by Emmy. It's up and good. Emmy Ison puts the Broncos up by a 3-0 count as we near the 6-minute mark here of quarter number 1. Broncos still putting three-quarter court pressure. They get a deflection, a steal. Johnson with it goes to Ison. She thinks about another three. Step back, lets fly with a longer one, short this time. Rebound spot 4, brought down by Schmiedel. She kicks it out to Voss, but it's loose in the backcourt, and we're going to get it over and back. Violation. We'll give the ball back over to the Lady Lions. 3-0 your score. 5:46 to play, quarter number 1. Graham will trigger the ball inbounds to Clavrain. Clavrain directing traffic. Calls out a set. She drives right wing, goes down inside to Reese, but it's deflected, stolen away by Trishelle Johnson. Johnson will take it to length, put up a runner. Off the iron, no. Rebounds fought for, out of bounds. And they say last touch by Daleville. You got a whistle. We're going to take a timeout taken by Liberty. So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Liberty basketball. They'll be going the length of the court. The inbounds comes to Clavrain. Comes near side with it. And they go it to Reese. Reese, top of the key. Thinks about a three. Steps back. Lets one fly. And nothing but the bottom of the net. And Reese, nice thing. Knocks things up a three apiece. Into the front court with it is the Broncos. Emmy Ison puts up a run on the lane off the iron. No. Fought for. She gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. There's a baseline three. Is no good by Covert. Schmiedel puts it back up. No good. Voss puts it back up and scores it. So Audrey Voss with the basket puts Daleville up by a 5-3 count. Shovel chance for the 3-point play.
Rigmond, her first team service. Audrey Voss shooting one.
Audrey's free throw rattles around and falls in. Broncos still in the three-quarter court pressure. Clavrain with it in the backcourt. Comes near side with it to Layton. She gives it off to Reese. Reese in the lane, circles it back out. Gives it off to Clavrain between the circles. She comes right side with it to Layton down the baseline to Graham and promptly bounce passes it right out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Lady Broncos. Voss triggers it in near side to Covert. She skips it across to Ison. Ison high right side on the dribble comes to Voss. She lets fly for the three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound spot 4. Ison comes up with it, puts up a run in the lane. Too strong, got a whistle. And a blocking foul is going to go against Liberty Christian. That's going to be its Clavrain, I believe.
Liberty Christian foul number 23, Shea Clavrain, her first, team second.
Voss will go to the line. She shoots 2. First one's up and good. Audrey readies her second. That one's also good. Liberty now gets the ball in bounds, working against the pressure from Daleville. Clavrain with it deep in the backcourt as it knocked away. Out of bounds. Liberty retains possession. Reese triggers it into Clavrain. Back to Reese, far side, gets it across the 10-second line. Up with it now is Rigdon, back out to Clavrain between the circles. Clavrain directs traffic, looking on the dribble now. Being guarded by Johnson, skips across to Graham. Graham drives left side, jump stop, puts up around the lane, it's blocked. Up with it for the Broncos is Trishelle Johnson. She'll take it to the length of the floor, put up another runner, it's knocked away, partially blocked, and up with it is the Liberty Christian Lions, and that is Graham into the front court. She gets it off to Clavrain, high left side. Being guarded by Johnson. Clavrain drives left wing. Step back three, off too strong, but the rebound's cleared off by Graham. She drives right baseline. She's cut off by Voss. Tries to kick it out, but it's knocked away and stolen away. Up with it is Isom for Daleville. Isom into the front court. Gives it off to Voss. Voss drives right side, puts up a runner, off too strong, but rebound's pulled off by Johnson. She tries to whip it around to Isom, but it's stolen away by Reese. Reese will take it the length of the court, put it up, and she's fouled hard by Emmy Isom. So Maddie Reese will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Lions.
Daleville foul number 2, Emmy Isom. Her first, team second, Maddie Reese. Shoot 2.
Reese, first free throw is up and good. Pulls the Lady Lions within 4. Reese's second free throw also good. Makes it an 8-5 contest, 3:02 to go in the first quarter. And there's a steal on the inbounds pass by Reese. Gets it off to Clavrain for Liberty Christian. Clavrain directing traffic, penetrates into the lane. Knifes all the way to the basket, has it blocked by Voss. Voss tips it off to Johnson and up to Isom. Isom will go, put up a runner in the lane, and it's up and good. Emmy Isom with a pair, puts Daleville back up on top by 5. Clavrain into the front court for Liberty. She splits the trap into the lane. Nearly travels, kicks it out to Graham. Graham's three-pointers off the back iron, no. Rebound's cleared off by Schmiedel of Daleville. Gets it up to Isom. Isom now. Circles back, 15-foot baseline jump shots off the back iron, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Reese of Liberty. She gives it off to Clavrain. And we got a whistle and a timeout by the Lady Broncos, as we also have some substitutions. We'll take a break and get you those substitutions in a minute. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, we've got a pair of substitutions. Maddie Etchison enters the lineup for the first time, as does Emily Simmons. Trishelle Johnson is sitting down, as is Olivia Covert. Liberty basketball. Clavrain with it in the backcourt. Between the circles, being guarded by Simmons. She penetrates, kicks it off near side with it. Getting that turnaround jump shot. She faked the pass, hit the turnaround jump shot, and that makes it a 10-7 ball game. Voss into the front court with it for Daleville. Goes left baseline to Etchison. She lets fly with a three-pointer. It's off the front iron, no good. Rebounds loose and fought for. Whistle and the jump ball is called. Into the lineup for Liberty Christian is Stephanie Jaquez. Isom will trigger the ball inbounds for Daleville. Lobs it in high to Schmiedel. Schmiedel comes off to, they go down inside to Voss. Voss's runner in the lane is off the glass and in. Makes it a 12-7 Bronco. Layton triggers the ball inbounds to Clavrain for Liberty. Clavrain splits the trap. They get a reach-in foul against Daleville, I believe. That's going to go against Simmons. Substitution for Liberty back into the lineup is Graham as she replaces Jaquez. Layton triggers the ball inbounds for Liberty to Clavrain. Clavrain, high left side, penetrates into the lane. She's cut off. Turnaround jump shot of the lane is wild shot, no good. Rebound scored off by Emmy Isom. Isom into the front court. Gets it up to Schmiedel. Schmiedel under the basket, puts up a runner. In. Good. Schmiedel finishes to put the Broncos up on top by 7. Ball stolen away by Voss. Voss to Isom. Isom lets fly with the 3-pointers up and good. So 5-point swing there by Daleville gives the Broncos a 17-7 lead as we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. And there's a ball's knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Daleville. Nearly another turnover forced by the Lady Broncos. Clavrain will trigger the ball inbounds for Liberty Christian. Gets it inside to Reese. Reese puts up a shot in the lane. It's up and good. Makes it a 17-9 contest. 44 seconds to go. Voss in the backcourt for Daleville. She walking across the timeline. Comes high right side to Isom. Isom lets fly with another 3. This one's short, but the rebound's put off by Etchison. Gets it out to Simmons. Her little jump shot's short, but rebound's fought for and out of bounds. Last touched by Graham. Broncos will retain possession. 17-9 your score, 26.9 seconds to play quarter number 1. Etchison with it to trigger it in for Daleville. She lobs it into Isom. Another 3 by Isom. This one's short also. And Schmiedel saves it, gets it into Etchison. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Reese of Liberty. Isom will trigger the ball in bounds in front of the Lady Lion bench, gets it into Voss. Voss tries to skip it across to Etchison, but it's deflected out of bounds. Be Bronco basketball on the near side. $15 seconds to go, quarter number 1. Emmy Isom will trigger it in. Gets it into Voss. Voss to Simmons. Simmons penetrates, comes near side with it. Isom back out on top to Voss. Voss on the dribble, spins into the lane, puts up a runner off the glass, rattles around, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and stores it. Emmy Isom with the basket at the horn to give Daleville a 19-9 lead here at the end of the first quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back with second quarter action. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. (19-9) your scores. We get ready for the second quarter of action. Be Liberty Christian basketball on the near side. Layton will be triggering the ball in bounds for the Lady Lions. She triggers the ball into Clavrain. Clavrain with it right side. Being guarded by Purdue, who's in the lineup now. They go left side with it to Graham. Graham back out to Clavrain on the left wing. Clavrain penetrates, crossover dribble. Hook shot in the lane is too strong. Rebound's cleared off by Voss. Voss now into the front court for Daleville. 17-footer is off the back iron. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Clavrain of Liberty Christian. Clavrain has it stolen away by Purdue, but she has it knocked out of bounds, but I think they're going to get Claverne with the foul call. So it's Bronco basketball. Voss working against some backcourt pressure. Lobs it into the corner to Purdue, but it's knocked out of bounds there by Rigdon. So it'll be Bronco basketball in front of the Lion bench. Purdue will trigger the ball in, gets it in to Voss. Voss high right side. Skips it near side with it, Etchison now top of the key. Simmons with a three off the back iron. Fought for, pulled off by Valen Pattengale, who's a new player in the lineup for the Lady Broncos. We've got a whistle, it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Daleville. So it's Liberty basketball. They're triggered in, working against the Bronco pressure. Claverne deep in the backcourt. Passes it. They finally get it in the middle to Reese, and they break the press and get it up to baseline. There's a shot by Layton. It's too strong, and rebound's cleared off by Pattengale. Pattengale, drug or pivot foot, turnover, gives the ball back over to the Lady Lions. Liberty basketball. Claverne walks it across the timeline. Between the circles, she has it being guarded by Simmons. And we got a triple stack here on the high right side. They try to run a backdoor play on the opposite side, but it's stolen away by Simmons of Dale. And Simmons comes near side with it. Etchison back to Simmons. She lets fly with a 15-footer. Nothing at the bottom of the net. Now Dale up on top by a 21-9 score. So Broncos pull out to a 12-point lead. Claverne with it in the backcourt for Liberty. She's on the dribble. Bounce passes it down to Layton on the right baseline. Layton is trapped, in some trouble, got a whistle and a jump ball call. Possession arrow is pointing in the direction of the Lady Broncos.
Liberty ball.
They changed that up. They say it was pointing in the direction of Liberty, so it'll be Lions basketball. They get the ball inbounds to Reese. Reese into the lane, 12-footer. Pull-up jump shots, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Simmons of Daleville. She promptly double dribbles. Gives the ball back over to the Lady Lions. Layton will trigger the ball inbounds for Liberty. Claverne with it now between the circles. High post, it goes to Reese. Reese looking, turns, dribbles, steps back, shot fakes, gets it out on top. They work around the perimeter now. And now Claverne with it between the circles. Claverne now looks, tries to go high post, but it's knocked away and stolen away. Momentarily got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Liberty, I believe, as we get three substitutions for Daleville. Schmiedel, Johnson, and Covert into the lineup. That is Abby Covert. Purdue with it in the backcourt. Into the front court now, dribbles through the trap, goes to the baseline to Covert. Covert loses it momentarily, but saves it back into Schmiedel. Schmiedel has it knocked away, and we're going to get a whistle and foul against Valen Pattengale. Ball was loose. They were both going after it, but they say Valen committed the foul. Graham triggers the ball and bounce to Claverne. Claverne into the front court. It comes. They go to Reese. Reese into the lane, puts up a runner. Off the glass, no, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yellow foul, number 10, Abby Covert.
Foul goes against Abby Covert. That's her first and team sixth foul. Reese's first free throws off the front iron, no good.
Number 2, Andy Ice, back in the Bronco line.
Reese's free throws up good. That makes it a 21-10 contest. Broncos still holding on to 11-point lead. Johnson in the backcourt. Splits the trap, gets it up to Isom. Isom, high right side. Now top of the key, it comes to Purdue, back to Isom. Emmy thinks about it, steps back, goes down inside to Schmiedel, but it's knocked away and stolen away by Liberty. Up with it for the Lady Lions is Claverain. Claverain, high left side, being guarded by Johnson. Goes down inside with it. There's a turnaround jump shot by Reese. Is up and good. And that makes it a 21-12 count. And there's a deflection by Liberty. Reese up with it now to Claverain, finds a wide open Graham under the basket. She scores it, makes it a 21-14 ball game. So the Lady Lions pull within 7. Into the front court it comes to Emmy Isom. Isom puts up a run on the lane. It's up and good. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. They say the foul is before the shot, so no basket.
Foul number 1, Riley Graham, her first team.
Foul goes against Graham. Riley Graham, it's her first.
Number 20, Stephanie Jaquez, returns for Liberty Lions.
Jaquez re-enters the lineup for Liberty as Layton sits down. Bronco basketball, they try to get the ball in bounds to Johnson, and she's able to work it around the perimeter. There's a three-pointer by Isom, and it's no good. Rebounds controlled by the Lady Lions. Into the front court comes Claverain. Claverain now looks, goes down inside to Reese. Reese on the block, puts up a runner. It's blocked. The rebound's cleared off by the Lions. Claverain with the top of the key. And she's on the dribble, being guarded by Johnson. Crossover dribble, steps back. Behind the back dribble, nearly loses it. But she circles back around to the top. Claverain now has it deflected, and they're going to get a reach-in foul against Emmy Isom. And that will be the 7th foul of the half against the Lady Broncos. Substitution. Olivia Covert replaces her sister. And at the line for Liberty is Shamil Claverain. Her free throws off the back iron, rattles around and falls in. Makes it a 21-16 ball game. Claverain's second free throw. Up and good. Pulls the Lady Lions to within 5. So it was a double-digit lead down to 5. We've got a deflection out of bounds. Broncos will retain possession, however. Isom triggers it into Voss. 3:30 to go, quarter number 1. Near side it comes to Covert, to Johnson. Her three-pointers in and out. Rattles around, no good. Rebounds loose and fought for. And we're going to get an over-the-back call against Liberty, I believe.
Liberty foul number 15, Reese, her first, team fifth.
Foul goes against Reese. It's her first. It's the 5th of the half for Liberty. Broncos trigger it in. Isom's three-pointer straight away is off the backboard. No good. Rebounds pulled off by Covert. Gives it off to Voss. Voss, 12-foot baseline jump shot. No good. Rebounds loose and fought for. Finally picked up by Gwen Schmiedel. Schmiedel takes it to the basket. A whistle. They say she dug her pivot foot before she put the ball on the floor. Traveling call. Gives the ball back over to Liberty. 3:10 to go in the first half. Broncos lead at 21-16. Claverain with it in the backcourt for Liberty. Comes near side with it now to Graham. Graham drags her pivot foot, whistle and a travel. Gives the ball back over to the Lady Broncos. Voss triggers it into Isom. Isom comes back near side to Voss. Then they go high post to Johnson. Wild pass is knocked away and stolen away by Liberty. Up with it for the Lady Lions is Claverain in the front court. Claverain, high left side, being guarded by Johnson. Comes near side with it now to Jaquez. Jaquez being guarded by Covert. Gets it out on top now to Graham. Graham looks. Now gives it off to Claverain once again. She's got it high right side, being guarded by Johnson. On the dribble, she goes to the left. Behind the back, still on the dribble, is Claverain. Now she penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner, has a block by Voss, and Lorraine got away or tried to get away with a little shove there, was unable to. They get her for the foul. So it'll be Lady Bronco basketball,
23. Chanel.
as that's the 16th foul against Liberty here at the 2:20 mark of quarter number 2. Voss triggers it into Johnson. Johnson drives right side, gives it to Isom. Isom back out on top to Voss. Goes inside to Schmiedel. Schmiedel puts the ball on the floor, puts up a shot in the lane. No good. Rebound's cleared off by the Lady Lions, Rigdon, and we're going to get a foul against Schmiedel. And that'll put the Lady Lions to the line. Substitution for Liberty. Reese re-enters and Lorraine will sit down. Jenna Rigdon will be shooting the 1-1 for Liberty. First free throw's up and good. Pulls the Lady Broncos, or the Lady Lions, I should say, to within 4. Rigdon's second free throw's up and good. Makes it a 21-18 ball game. So the Broncos had a double-digit lead. It's all the way down to 3 as we're near the 2-minute mark here of quarter number 2. Voss into the front court. Penetrates, comes near side with it to Covert. Covert goes down inside to Johnson. Her turnaround shot lanes up and good. Puts Daleville back up on top by 5. Near side it comes to Graham. Graham being guarded closely by Covert. In a trap now. Gets it up into the front court, and it's an over and back call as they passed it to Layton, and she passed it in the backcourt. And that gives the ball back over to Daleville. Minute 35 to play here. Johnson with it now between the circles on the dribble. Gives it off to Isom. Isom goes down inside to Schmiedel, but it's knocked away. Loose ball, fought for. Got a whistle and a jump ball call. Possession arrow goes in the favor of Liberty. Graham triggers the ball and bounce to Reese. Back to Graham. Stolen away by Covert. Covert up with it now. Looks, skips it across to Isom. Isom drives right baseline, goes inside to Johnson. Johnson shot in the lane, no good. Loose and fought for him. Finally up with it is Liberty Christian Lady Lions. That is Graham with it. She's trapped in the backcourt. And finally gets it in the front court up to Rigdon. Rigdon, crossover dribble, takes it all the way to the basket, puts up a runner. It's up and good. And that makes it a 23-20 contest as we go under a minute to play. Broncos holding on to a 3-point lead. High post is Isom. Gives it off to Voss. She drives the lane, puts up a runner, is too strong. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. This time she scores it. Audrey Voss with the bucket makes it a 25-20 Bronco lead here. 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. Into the front court is Jaquez for Liberty. Gets it up. There's a runner in the lane by Layton. Is no good, but she's going to go to the line, I believe, to shoot a pair. Foul goes against Covert, Olivia Covert. And that is the 9th foul against Daleville with 32.5 seconds to play. Layton's free throw. In and out, will not fall. Broncos retain that 5-point lead. Layton readies her second free throw. That one's way short. It'll be Bronco basketball. Voss will trigger the ball and bounce to Johnson. Johnson into the front court. Goes right side to Isom, back to Voss between the circles. She drives it left side. Gives it off to Covert. Covert now back between the circles to Isom. Isom looking. Comes near side to Voss. Voss spin dribble into the lane. Puts up a runner. It's up and good. Audrey Voss puts the Broncos back up on top by 7 as there's 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Into the front court with them is Reese. It's stolen away from Isom. She loses it out of bounds. It'll be Liberty basketball. 2.1 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Graham will trigger it in bounds, being guarded by Johnson. Looking, gets the ball in bounds to Reese. She's trapped on the side, and that's going to do it for their first half of play. Your halftime score, Daleville 27, Liberty 20. We will take a couple-minute break and hopefully be back with some halftime numbers. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School. It's halftime with Lady Broncos holding 27-20 lead here at the break. Looking at the quarter scores, Daleville jumped out to a 19-9 lead, and then they built that lead to double figures. I believe it was as many as 12 at one point, but then the Lady Lions clawed back to pull within 7 here at the break, and they actually had it down to, I believe, as low as 3. So in the second quarter, Liberty outscored Daleville 11-8 to give you that 27-20 count. So it's been a game of runs here by both teams, and we'll see what things look like in the second half of play. I'll take another break and hopefully give you some halftime scoring numbers. This is Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Take a look at some halftime numbers, scoring numbers. First for the visiting Liberty Lady Lions. Maddie Reese had a 3-point field goal, 2 2-point field goals, and was 3 of 4 from the line for 10 points. So Reese has 10. Jenna Rigdon had a 2-point field goal, was 2 for 2 from the line for 4. Riley Graham had 1 2-point field goal for 2. And Shamil Clavrain had one 2-point field goal and was 2 for 2 from the line for 4 points. So Reese had 10, Rigdon 4, Clavrain 4, and Riley Graham had 2. For the Lady Broncos, they were led in the first half there by Audrey Voss, who had 5 2-point field goals and was 3 for 3 from the line for 13 big first half points there for Audrey Voss. Emmy Isom had 2 3-point field goals and 1 2-point field goal for 8 points. And then Trishelle Johnson, Gwen Schmiedel, and Emily Simmons each had 1 2-point field goal for 2 points apiece for those 3. So again, the Lady Broncos were led by the 13 points from Audrey Voss and the 8 points from Emmy Isom. That's your halftime scoring. We'll take a couple-minute break and be back with second half action. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball, Delaware Athletics. We are just about ready to get things started. Here in the second half of action, Broncos are going back with Isom, Johnson, Covert, Schmiedel, and Voss. Liberty coming back with Graham, Reese, Jaquez, Layton, and Rigdon. Broncos trigger the ball inbounds. Up with it, high left side with it is, actually it's Voss now between the circles, gives it off to Isom. Isom thinks about it, goes across to Covert. Down inside it goes to Johnson. Her turnaround shot's off the back one, no good. Loose and fought for, finally picked up by Isom. Isom to Johnson. Johnson goes inside with it to Schmiedel, kicks it back out to Isom. Her runner right baselines up, too strong, rebounds cleared off by Graham of Liberty. Gets it up in the front court to Reese. Reese crossover dribble now between the circles. She's being guarded by Johnson. Reese picks up the dribble, drags a pivot foot promptly, turns it back over to the Lady Bronco. 27-20, your halftime score. Remains 27-20 here, 40 seconds into the third quarter of play. Voss into the front court with it for the Lady Broncos. Goes high post to Johnson. Her runner in the lanes, off the back iron, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Graham of Liberty. She gives it off to Reese. Reese now between the circles, comes near side to Graham. Graham's three-pointer left baseline's off the iron. Rebounds cleared off by Covert of Daleville. Covert gives it off to Johnson. Johnson into the front court now. Comes near side with it to Isom, skips it across to Voss. Voss drives the lane, puts up a runner off the back iron, no. Rebounds cleared off by Covert. Now Isom thinks about the three, now drives into the lane, puts up a runner. It's off the backboard, no. Rebounds cleared off by Johnson. Johnson to Voss. Voss. Near side it comes to Isom. Her shot fake, three-pointer is off the front iron, no. Rebounds cleared off by Liberty Christian. Up with it for the Lady Lions is Reese. Reese into the front court between the circles. Goes right side. Circles around. Now drives it. Kicks it back off to Rigdon. Near side comes top of the key to Graham. Near side now to Reese. Reese left wing. Dribbles. Looks. Gives it off. Down the baseline it goes to Rigdon. Correction, that's Graham with it. Graham on the dribble. Nearly double dribbles. Gives it off to Reese. Reese between the circles. We're under 6 minutes to play here, quarter number 3. She dribbles right wing. Changes direction. Probes. Backs it back out. This is all Maddie Reese is doing. She drives right baseline. Kicks it out on top. There's a three-pointer by Graham is off the iron, no. Rebounds cleared off by Jaquez of Liberty. Gives it off to Reese. Reese's three-pointer right wing is up and good. Maddie Reese buries a three to pull the Lady Lions within 4. Johnson into the front court for Daleville. Comes near side with the Isom. Isom skips across to Voss. Voss drives the lane, puts up a runner. It's too strong. Rebound spot 4. And last touch by Voss. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Lion basketball. Substitution for Liberty. Clavrain re-enters the lineup, and she replaces Jaquez. Liberty basketball. Broncos pick up with some full court pressure now. And they force a turnover. Isom's runner in the lane's no good, but Emmy's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul goes against Graham. Liberty.
Her first, team's first. Amy Isom, shooting 2.
Isom's first free throws off the back iron, no good. Emmy raises her second one. It's also too strong. Rebounds fought for it, out of bounds. Last touched, they say, by Daleville. So it'll be Liberty basketball. Broncos put line pressure once again. Clavrain into the front court with it for Liberty. Clavrain into the lane. We're going to get a foul against Gwen Schmiedel. Blocking foul. Guns gives the ball to Liberty underneath their own basket.
Yeah, well, number 33, Gwen Schmiedel. Her second, team's first.
Claverain looks, triggers it under the basket to Graham, who lays it up and scores it. Broncos give up a wide open layup on the inbounds play. Pulls Liberty to within 2. Into the front court with it is Isom. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout by the Broncos as Liberty cuts what was a 7-point halftime lead down to 2. We'll take a short break here listening to Lady Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. (27-25) your score, 4:33 to play here, quarter number 3. Lady Bronco basketball on the near side. Audrey Voss will trigger the ball in bounds. She gets it into Johnson. Working against the 2-3 zone from Liberty. Johnson on the dribble, high right side. Lobs it into Voss, kicks it out to Isom. Isom's three-pointer right baseline is too strong. Rebounds cleared by Schmiedel. She gives it off to Covert, her baseline. 15-footers, no good. Rebounds loose and fought for. And finally, Liberty comes up with it. Claverain into the front court. Claverain's going to take it all the way to the glass, put up a runner and score it. Shamil Claverain knots things up at 27 apiece. So the lay lines will come all the way back. Covert with it, tries to go inside to Schmiedel. For Daleville, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bronco basketball underneath her own basket. Substitution, Isom sits down, and Simmons replaces her. Voss will trigger the ball in bounds underneath the Bronco basket. Gets it into Covert. Covert's three-pointer straight away. Off the iron, no. Rebounds cleared off by Johnson. Turnaround jump shot in the lane, no good. Voss puts it up, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Liberty. Claverain into the front court. Between the circles now. Being guarded by Johnson. Claverain directs traffic, looking. Dribbles right, uses the high ball screen, steps back, skips across baseline. 15-footer by Reese is no good. Rebounds fought for. Loose on the court, picked up by Claverain of Liberty. Claverain now penetrates, backs it out, goes to Reese. Now down on the baseline to Rigdon, back out on top to Claverain. 3:15 to go here, quarter number 3. Scores all knotted up, 27 apiece. Claverain between the circles, being guarded closely by Johnson. Got to reach in, it's knocked out of bounds. Going to say last touched by the Broncos. Substitution, Valen Pattengale and Alexis Purdue out of the lineup for Daleville as Schmiedel and Covert sit down. Liberty gets the ball in bounds to Claverain. Claverain on the right side, splits a trap, backs it out. Directs traffic now. She's being guarded closely by Johnson. Goes down inside with it. Reese spins, puts up around the lane, whistle and a foul. And Reese is going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws, give Liberty a chance to go on top for the first time since early in the ball. Broncos led it by, I think, as many as 13 in the second quarter. Still led it by 7 at halftime. Liberty with a chance to take the lead for the first time. And first free throws up too strong. Be the first time in probably 15 minutes off the clock. Anyway. Reese's second free throw. Off the front iron, no, so they're unable to take advantage. But Reese steals it in the backcourt, goes underneath the basket, finds a wide open player, puts it up, no good. That was Layton who missed the shot, but she's going to go to the line, I believe.
Dale foul, number 30 on the ball for the third.
They say no, they say it wasn't on the shot. So it'll be Liberty basketball. Score still knotted at 27 apiece, 2:39 to play. They try to go in bounds, run that same out of bounds play again. To find the wide open shooter underneath the basket. The Broncos deflected it away this time. Claverain will trigger it in again. Goes on the baseline with it. Come out. There's back on the baseline to Claverain. Her baseline three is short. Rebound's cleared off by Purdue of Daleville. Alexis into the front court quickly. Goes down the baseline to Pattengale. Pattengale. 5-foot jump shot short. Rebound's cleared off by Graham. Graham in the backcourt finally gives it up to Claverain. Claverain crosses the timeline against pressure. Gets in the lane. Puts a shot up. But she drug her pivot foot. She scored it. But drug her pivot foot. Gives the ball back over to Daleville. So the Broncos still Liberty unable to take the lead, I should say. Score still tied at 27, 2:08 to go. Loose ball in the court, picked up by Liberty. They go underneath the basket to Reese, and she loses it out of bounds. Gives the ball back over to Daleville. 2:01 to play, third quarter. 27 apiece is your score. Voss in the backcourt, being guarded by Claverain. Voss splits the trap, has it knocked away, loose on the court, fought for, whistle. We're going to get, what's the call? They say Daleville carried it, I believe, and gives the ball back over to Liberty with 1:51 to go here in the third. Score still tied. Claverain now between the circles. Dribbles right wing, goes down inside with it to Graham, but she loses it out of bounds. What's the whistle? What's the call? They say last touch by Liberty. Purdue with it for Daleville. Gets it up to Voss. Johnson. They find a wide open Valen Pattengale under the basket. She scores it. Daleville back up on top by 2. Minute 27 to go here in the third. Liberty into the front court. Reese drives the lane, puts up a runner. No good. Rebound squared off by Valen Pattengale. Pattengale on the dribble into the front court. Spins it, kicks it back out on top to Voss, now to Purdue. Purdue back to Voss. Voss drives, pull up, 16-footers off. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Audrey Voss puts Daleville back up on top by 4 at the 1 minute mark here of quarter number 3. Liberty breaks the press. They get it up to Rigdon. Rigdon left side. She's cut off by Voss. Puts up a shot in the lane. It's no good. Out of bounds. They say last touch by Daleville. So it'll be Liberty basketball under their own basket. They trigger the ball in bounds. Gets it to Claverain. Now down looking. Skips it across. Far side to Layton. Layton loses it, and up with it for Daleville is Voss. Voss gets it up quickly to Pattengale, but it's knocked away and stolen away by Claverain, but she carries it, gives the ball back over to Daleville with 36.2 seconds to play. Broncos hold a 4-point lead. They'll have the ball out of bounds in front of their own bench. Check that. They'll take it out of bounds apparently on the baseline. They get the ball in bounds to Voss. Voss's three-pointer is too strong. Out of bounds, gives the ball back over to Liberty. Graham will trigger the ball in bounds for Liberty. Gets it into Claverain. She's trapped on the near side. Dribbles up the sideline into the front court. Has it high right side. She's trapped again. Going to get a whistle, a blocking foul against Trishelle Johnson. And that'll be the 4th foul, I believe, against Daleville in the half. So it'll be Liberty basketball on the near side with 22.1 seconds to go. Daleville leads it by 4. In the backcourt with it is Claverain, being guarded by Simmons. Claverain drives the lane, dumps off a pass on the baseline to, that was Layton, but she loses it out of bounds, gives the ball back over to Daleville. Voss in the backcourt. She's into the front court now, dribbles through the press, 7 seconds, takes it all the way into the lane, but loses it, fought for, picked up by Trishelle Johnson, 2 seconds, And shot is put up at the horn there by Simmons. It's no good. And that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. Daleville holds a 31-27 lead. We'll take a break and be back with 4th quarter action. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. (31-27) your score. As we enter the 4th quarter of play, it'll be Daleville basketball on the near side. MES Isom will trigger the ball in bounds. She gets the ball into Simmons. Simmons between the circles now. Penetrates, comes near side to Isom. They leave her open for a 3. This one's off the back iron, no good. Rebound spot 4. Finally picked up by Liberty. Into the front court with it is Reese. Reese being guarded by Isom. And we're going to get a Reese with the travel. She couldn't keep a pivot foot down. Good defense there by the Broncos as they got back well. Gives the ball back to Daleville. They hold on to the 4-point lead with 7:40 to go in the ball game. Purdue in the front court has it knocked away by Layton. But it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Daleville basketball. Johnson triggers the ball in bounds to Simmons. Simmons between the circles comes near side to Purdue. Purdue now down on the baseline to Johnson. She lets fly with a 3-pointer. It's too strong. It's fought for. Pattengale gets the rebound, has it blocked away, and up with it for Liberty is Reese. Reese into the front court. Comes near side with it to Clavrain. Clavrain now directing traffic from between the circles. She crossover dribbles into the lane, tries to go down inside with Reese. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daleville. So it's Liberty basketball underneath their own basket. Clavrain will trigger the ball in bounds. Lobs it in deep to Reese. Reese drives right side, 15-foot wing, jump shots up and good. Holds the Lady Lions to within 2 here at the 7-minute mark of quarter number 4. Johnson in the front court with it to Simmons. Simmons drives right side, backs it out, gets it back out on top to Purdue. Purdue near side now to Isom, goes down inside to Pattengale. Pattengale, they say she drug her pivot foot, traveled while she was making a move, gives the ball back over to the Liberty Christian. The Lady Lions, Broncos pick up some full court pressure now. They get the ball in bounds, does Liberty. Gets it up to Layton, gives it off to Clavrain. Her runner in the lane's no good, but she's going to get Simmons with the foul. So Shamil Clavrain will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Lions with the opportunity to tie things up once again.
13, Emily Simmons. Her second, team fifth.
Clavrain readies her first free throw. That one's up and good. Clavrain readies her second. That one's off the back iron. No rebounds cleared off by Simmons. Simmons has it stolen by Reese. She puts up reverse layup, no good, but Reese is going to go to the line to shoot a pair. They get Simmons with the foul. So Liberty now can take the lead. Once again, they have the opportunity to, at least, if they can convert their free throws. First free throw's up and good. Reese with her second. That was also good. Puts Liberty on top, 32-31 here, the 6:35 mark of the fourth quarter of play. We got a collision to midcourt line. We're getting a whistle and a blocking foul against Reese, and be Daleville basketball on the near side. We get the ball in bounds now to Simmons between the circles. Simmons now goes high left side with it to Purdue. Broncos trail it by 1. Pattengale with it. They say she traveled again. Shuffled her feet before she put the ball on the floor. Gives the ball back over to the Lady Lions. Brain in the backcourt. Gets it up to Reese. Reese now high right side. Goes down the baseline with it. There's a 15-foot jump shot. And it's no good. But the Lions clear off the rebound. They go down inside with it. Now turn around jump shot by Graham. They say she had the shot blocked. They say it was a jump ball. So Liberty retains possession. They also retain the 1-point lead at 6:02 mark to go here in the fourth. They get the ball in bounds to Reese. It's knocked away, picked up by Purdue of Daleville. Johnson with it in the backcourt now. Nearly loses it. Now brings it into the front court. High right side it comes to Isom. She tries to skip it across to Purdue, but it's stolen away by Clavrain. She takes the length of the court, puts a shot up, misses, loose, fought for, out of bounds. Last touch by Daleville to be Liberty's basketball. Under their own basket, Audrey Voss re-enters the lineup for Daleville, replacing Pattengale. Graham triggers the ball in bounds. They get into Layton, who's open in the basket. She puts a shot up, no good, but she's fouled hard, so Layton will go to the line with a pair of free throws. The opportunity to put Liberty up by 3 if they can convert. First free throws, nothing but the bottom of the net. Sydney Layton readies her second free throw. That one's short. Rebound's cleared off by Daleville. Up into the front court with it is Johnson. Gets it off to Voss. Broncos trail it by 2. She tries to get it back in, down inside to Johnson, but it's stolen away by Liberty. Clavrain with it into the front court, being guarded closely by Johnson. Tries to go down inside, forces it, but stolen away by Daleville. Up with it is Voss. Voss will take it the length of the court, put up a shot in the lane. It's up and good. That ties things up at 33. Broncos pick up a three-quarter court pressure. Clavrain with it now. Gets it up into the front court. Now they go with it to Graham. Graham back to Clavrain, high left side. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. They go down inside with it to Reese. Reese in the lane. Spin dribble. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounds cleared off by Voss. Voss looking. Used up her dribble. Has to give it off to Johnson. Johnson now into the front court. Ball game's tied at 33. 4:45 to go. Voss high left side with it for Daleville. Near side it comes. Voss spin dribble into the lane. Misses it. Puts up her own shot. Gets her own rebound. Scores it. And that makes it a 35-33 Daleville lead. Up with it quickly for Liberty. They go down inside with it, but it's stolen away by Emmy Isom. Isom into the front court. Into the lane. Circles it back out. Broncos hold a 2-point lead. She goes down to Purdue. Then goes to we got a block, jumps ball called as they block the shot of Simmons. And beat Daleville basketball out of their own basket. Purdue sits down, Etchison enters the lineup for Daleville. There's a whistle and a timeout called by Daleville. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Emmy Ison will trigger it in for Daleville underneath their own basket. Broncos hold a 35-33 lead, 4:17 to go in the ball game. Isom lobs it into Johnson, but it's knocked away and stolen away. Levrain with it in the front court with it for Liberty. She puts a wild shot in the lane. It's no good. Reese gets the rebound, puts it back up. She shoots it over the backboard and out of bounds. Gives the ball back over to Daleville. Broncos didn't do a very good job of taking care of the basketball, but Liberty unable to convert it. Gives the ball back to Daleville with a 2-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the game. Get the ball inside to Etchison, but it's knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Maddie. Gives the ball back over once again to the Liberty Christian Lady Lions. Clavrain in the backcourt gets it to Graham. Graham trapped. They get it back to Clavrain into the front court on the right side. Clavrain takes it all the way to the basket, puts up a runner, misses it. Rebound's cleared off by Johnson of Daleville. Johnson in the front court. Into the lane. She puts up a runner. No good. Fought for. Isom saves it, gives it back out to Voss. Voss back down inside to Johnson, puts the shot up and good. Trishelle Johnson finishes the layup inside. She'll have a chance for the 3-point play. And the opportunity to put Daleville back up on top by 5 if she can convert.
Liberty fouls on number 4, Jenna Brickman, number 17, second, Michelle Johnson, shooting ball.
Trishelle. Free throw. Off the back iron, rattles around, got a whistle. They say it touched the top of the backboard, gives the ball back over to Liberty. And with that, Liberty takes a full timeout. Again, 37-33 your score. Broncos lead by 4, 3:35 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. (37-33 your score. Broncos lead it by 4, 3:35 to play. Liberty basketball. They'll go the length of the court working against pressure from Daleville. They get the ball into Reese. Reese comes near side with it now. And back to Clavrain, goes down inside to Reese. Reese in the lane. Kicks it back out to Clavrain. Her three-pointer is up and good. And they give her 3 points. That pulls Liberty within 1, 37-36. Johnson in the front court for Daleville. She shoved her feet. Broncos were careless. Gives the ball back over to Liberty. The 3:13 mark of quarter number 4, trailing by just 1. Johnson with it now, or I should say Clavrain with it in the backcourt for Liberty. Goes down inside, turnaround jump shot is up and good by Graham. Puts Liberty back up on top by a 38-37 count. So the Daleville lead evaporated quickly. Isom with it, gives it to Johnson. Now to Voss. Voss's 14-footer straightaway is short. Loose spot for, picked up by Johnson. Gives it off to Simmons. Her runner on the baseline is no good. They got a whistle and a foul before the shot. And that foul will go against Liberty. That will just be their 3rd foul. So it'll be Daleville basketball into their own basket. Broncos trail it by 1, 2:43 to play. They trigger it on their own basket. Emmy Isom with it. Got a whistle and a legal screen against Daleville. I think they're going to get Simmons for that legal screen. Gives the ball back over to Liberty. That's the 8th foul. They say they're taking the ball out of bounds. Gives the ball inbounds. It comes to Reese near side. There's a jump shot. Is short. No good. Rebounds cleared off by Voss. That jump shot was put up by Rigdon of Anderson. They get the ball, or of Liberty. They try to get the ball up and up to Simmons of Daleville is knocked out of bounds by Liberty, so it'll be Daleville basketball in front of their own bench. 2:30 to play, quarter number 4. Broncos trail it by 4. They'll trigger the ball in bounds. They get the ball in bounds near side, knocked away and out of bounds by Rigdon. So Broncos will take it out on this side. Isom gets the ball into Voss. Voss now between the circles to Johnson. Back to Isom, back to Johnson between the circles. 2:20 to go. Isom, they say she drug her pivot foot on the shot fake, gives the ball back over to Liberty. So Liberty with the ball and the lead, 2:18 to go. Johnson guarding Claverain in the backcourt. Goes try to go high post. They do to Reese. Reese has it, goes down inside. There's a little short jump shot by Rigdon's no good. Got a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go against Liberty, so it'll be Daleville basketball. 2:03 to go. Broncos still trail it by 1. Johnson in the backcourt, being guarded by Claverain. Gives it off to Simmons. Simmons now high left side. Skips it into the high post to Voss. Her runner in the lane's no good. Rebound's cleared off by Graham of Liberty. Gives it off to Claverain. Minute 44 to go in the ball game. Broncos still trail it by 1. Claverain directing traffic now between the circles. Looking. Tries to go down inside, but it's stolen away by Emmy Isom. Isom up quickly with it for Daleville. Isom. Left wing. Goes high post with it to Voss. Voss puts up a runner lane. It's no good, but she's fouled. So Audrey Voss will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with the clock stopped.
Liberty now on Maddie Reese, her second team's head. Audrey Voss shooting 2.
Voss's first free throws up and good. That knocks things up to 38. Valen Pattengale ran out of the lineup for Trishelle Johnson. Voss's second free throw is too strong, but Daleville comes up with a rebound. Etchison with it high right side for Daleville, goes high post to Voss. They say, going to get a whistle and a timeout. Daleville will take a break here. They'll have possession of the basketball with 1:15 to go. The score tied. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Maddie Etchison will trigger the ball in bounds for Daleville. She gets it into Isom. Now to Simmons, high left side. Goes high post to Voss down the baseline to Etchison. Her three-pointer's up and good. Alexander was on the line. Just a 2-pointer puts Daleville up by a 40-38 count. Liberty breaks the press, but it's stolen away by Voss. Voss in the backcourt, up quickly into the lane. She puts up a runner. We're going to go whistle on a blocking foul against Liberty. So Voss will go to the line to shoot a pair. Chance to extend this Bronco lead with we're under a minute to play.
Liberty foul on Riley Graham, number 36. Audrey Voss, 2.
Voss readies her first free throw. Off the back iron, too strong. Second free throw. This one's also too strong. Rebound's cleared off by Liberty. So Broncos still have just a 2-point lead, 50 seconds to play. Claverain with it for Liberty. She tries to split the trap. We're going to get a foul against Daleville. and that's going to go against Voss.
Number 30, all three balls for the
And that is her fourth and the team's ninth.
ninth.
So Lorraine will be shooting one of the bonus. Trishelle Johnson re-enters the lineup for Daleville, replacing Pattengale. Lorraine ready's her first free throw. It's up off the back iron. No rebound is cleared off by Trishelle Johnson. Johnson now into the front court. We got a whistle and another timeout taken by Daleville. Broncos hold a 2-point lead, 42.7 seconds to play. They have possession of the basketball. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. .38 your score. Broncos hold on to a 2-point lead. They've got the basketball out of bounds on the near side. 42.7 seconds to play. Emmy Isom will throw the ball in bounds to Audrey Voss. Voss to Johnson, being guarded by Claverne. Johnson looking, lobs it over to Voss. Her run on the lane's up and good. Voss with a big basket there, puts Daleville up by 4 with 27 seconds to go in the ballgame. Claverne with it for Liberty. She takes the length of the floor, puts up a runner, no good. Up with it is Etchison to Trishelle Johnson. That's Emmy Isom with it now. We're going to get a foul against Maddie Reese. That's the sixth foul. Seventh foul. Now they put that up there, make it 7. So Emmy Isom will shoot one and bonus. 16.4 seconds to play. Broncos hold a 4-point lead. Isom's first free throw is up, rattles, finally falls in, puts Daleville up by 5 now. Emmy, righty's her second one. That one off the back iron, no good. Rebounds loose and fought for, and up with it for Liberty. They get it up and get a whistle and a timeout taken by Liberty with 13 seconds to play. Lady Lions trail up by 5, so we'll take another short break. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Lady Lion basketball. 13 seconds to play, 43-38. Broncos lead it by 5. Liberty triggers the ball in bounds and nearly throw it away, but up with it is now they do throw it away. Emmy Isom up with it for Daleville. She's fouled with 3.9 seconds left to go in the ball game. So
Liberty foul on Marty Reese,
Liberty
number
unable to
15,
execute
number
the set play that they wanted to run out of the timeout there, turns the ball over, and to the line goes Emmy Isom, looking to extend the 5-point Bronco lead here with just 3.9 seconds remaining. First free throw's up and good. Valen Patton Yellow picks the lineup for Daleville, replacing the senior, Audrey Voss. Isom's free throw is up and good. Makes it a 45-38 ball game. Emmy Isom now sits down to applause the fan.
Seniors Olivia Covert and Grace Neal reporting in for the last time.
More substitutions. Speedle and Covert back in the lineup. Just 3.9 seconds to play. Liberty will throw it the length of the floor. Picked up by Pravrain. She puts it up, misses it. We got a whistle, and that's going to do it. 45-38 is your final score. Broncos pick up the victory. We will take a couple-minute break and be back with some final numbers. You're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School where the Lady Broncos have taken a 45-38 victory over the visiting Liberty Christian Lady Lions. We look at the score by quarters. Daleville jumped out to a 19-9 lead there at the end of the first quarter. Then Liberty outscored Daleville 11-8 in the second quarter to give us a 27-20 score at halftime. Broncos lead was up to as many as 13 there early in the second quarter. Then Liberty trimmed it down to 7. Then in the third quarter, Liberty outscored Daleville 7-4 to make it a 31-27 score. Daleville lead at the end of the third quarter break. Into the fourth quarter, Liberty did take a short lead, but Daleville outscored Liberty 14-11 in the fourth quarter to give you the final score of 45-38. We'll take another break, and hopefully I'll get you those final scoring numbers. We're listening to Lady Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We are back for the final time here at Daleville High School, looking at your final scoring numbers. First for the visiting Lady Lions. They were led by the 17 points of Maddie Reese. And following Reese was Shamil Clavrain, who had 10 points. Riley Graham had 6. Jenna Rigdon had 4. And Sydney Layton had 1 free throw for 1 point. So again, the Lady Lions were led by the 17 of Reese and the 10 points of Clavrain. For victorious Daleville Lady Broncos, they were led by the 22 points of Audrey Voss. Also coming in double figures tonight was Emmy Isom, who had 11 points. And then Trishelle Johnson had 4. Gwen Schmiedel, Emily Simmons, and Valen Pattengale all had 2 points. So again, the Lady Broncos were led by the 22 points of senior Audrey Voss and the 11 points from senior Emmy Isom. The victory for Daleville runs their record to 5-15, and the loss for Liberty drops their record to 9-10. And the next ball game for Daleville, the Lady Broncos travel to Shenandoah Wednesday night, just 2 nights from tonight, to take on the Lady Raiders in the Mid-Eastern Conference contest, and then they host the Union Lady Rockets Friday night, 6 o'clock, in another Mid-Eastern Conference contest, and that, of course, will be the first game of a girl-boy doubleheader. That's going to do it from here at Daleville High School. We will see you next time. Good evening, everyone.